you're going to do a fantastic job with. But, you know, people think that you're just going to step right in and things are going to change. There's a lot of work that goes into becoming head coach. You have to analyze things. You want to go through a roster. You want to get kids excited about the program. So you've been at this since day one that you've been appointed and turning things around for the Salem basketball Tigers on the boys' side.
Yes, I mean, we put in a ton of work this off season and fall, and, you know, being a first-year head coach is a difficult thing. You know, you think you're just going to come out there and coach basketball. And, you know, there's grades, there's practice plans, there's scouting reports, there's paperwork, just so many things go into it. And turning a team around that won 4 games this year, you know, it's just a difficult task. But, you know, we got a great coaching staff. We got a great group of boys that I really, really think are going to be able to turn this thing around. You know, it's not going to be one day, but it will be something that is going to be a process for us that we'll be able to take care of. And I think we have the kids that can do it, and the coaching staff that's ready to take that challenge.
And the kids have to buy into what you and Coach McLaurin are doing. They have to believe in what you're doing and, you know, discipline, whatever that might be, or however the practice schedules are going to be, whatever the weights training schedules are going to be. They have to buy into it to become a team. And that's the hardest thing. Last year, the team started to finally come together near the end, and you saw them play actually some very good basketball near the end. But when you look at the Salem Tiger team, Coach, it's still a pretty young team. You have 4 seniors. Of course, Easton May being listed may not even be available for the season, or maybe very late in the season. So you're being really led by only 3 seniors, and you've got a very young junior crew coming up that's going to be a big part of the Salem Tiger team.
Yes, you hit the nail on the head there. Our junior class is really going to have to step up. A lot of those guys started the year as JV players and progressed through the year, and by the end of the year, they were starters. And, you know, those were the guys that they had to hang their hat on. And, you know, we have a really good, strong junior class and then a few seniors that we'll be able to build on. And, you know, there's not a lot of varsity experience that you would think when you see all these junior seniors, but these kids, you know, they've bought in, they've worked their tails off this off season, and we're just ready to get started, ready to get after it.
And when you take a look at a team like the Salem Tigers coming off, as we all know, it was a very tough year last year, but to get the kids to believe in themselves again, and that's sometimes the hardest thing with high school kids. It's between the ears that you have to concentrate on making them believe that you are that good, guys. You guys can compete. How many games, you know, Coach, and when I was watching the games last year, we'd be in games until the 4th quarter, and then it seemed like something disastrous would happen, and all of a sudden things would fall apart. And that's not learning how to win, that's just allowing yourself to lose. And that instruction is the hardest thing for young people to understand.
Exactly. You're exactly right. When me and Coach McLaurin took over and, you know, we had basketball camp and things, and we see these kids play, and it's just like, man, we have all the talent in the world and, you know, all the skill, and, you know, the team only wins 4 games. You just kind of scratch your head. And then when we came in this summer and, you know, just teaching them mental and physical toughness is just a huge thing. And these kids have it in them. You know, they just came up short in a lot of games last year that they were in. And, you know, that comes to lack of experience, you know, leadership roles. And that's what we've been trying to really hit hard. The Gunnar Kunkel's, the Trayton Richters, Hayden Sanders, those guys that step up and, you know, be leaders on the floor, be off the floor. And you've seen them. They've been successful in baseball and all these other sports and things. And, I mean, they're more than capable of doing it. And I think we're going to put it together this year.
And when you get these kids going and practice and you watch the excitement level, Coach, that is going to carry them into this game with Dixon because they're ready to go. You had your blue and white Tuesday night. You had a nice crowd. You were able to show the community not only the varsity but the JV, even some of the middle school teams. And, Coach, you get a chance – the people did, at least at the blue and white, to see the upcoming Tigers too, and how the program is progressing, and that's very important, I think, to the community to see what's going on.
Yes, I've been involved with the youth program for years. Started with the sophomore class. Now I coach them when they're in 5th, 6th grade, and you know it's been building up. We've had a lot of great people in the community step up, and these kids be able to travel for years and you know learn the basic fundamentals and it's starting to pay off, man. We have our youth programs right now, and middle school is very strong, and then junior high all the way through high school. It's coming together right now, and the future is really bright, and we're just trying to get a program. And our big motto this year is change the culture. We have the talent, we have the skill. Now it's time to answer the call and put in the work and execute.
Tonight you take on Dixon. You'll have the freshman game first, the JV game to follow, the varsity game. A lot of basketball going to be at Dixon tonight, taking on the Bulldogs. Coach, you want to tell us who your starters or your varsity players are going to be for this first game?
So our starters for varsity, we will start with Trayton Richter at the point guard. He's been a leader for us this offseason, runs the floor really well, one of our best passers and ball handlers. At the 2, the shooting guard, slasher, he's Bryson May. Very athletic kid, can get to the basket, just does everything that you ask of him, hard worker. At the 3, we have Gunnar Kunkel. He's our biggest impact player. He's very skillful, very high basketball IQ, can shoot mid-range, can step out, shoot the 3, very strong defensively. At the 4, we have Hayden Sanders. He's kind of our stretch forward, athletic kid, can jump out of the gym, has the reach, has the shooting ability. He's kind of our versatile player for us. And then at the 5, big man in the middle is Caden Gately, 6'5", long, athletic, another one that can jump out of the gym, attack the bucket. He'll be a strong player for us.
And you have that's a pretty strong 5 coming up. And when I look at all those starters, only one's a senior, coach. 4 of those are juniors, as we mentioned. The junior class is going to be key to this year, isn't it?
Yes. When we lose 4 seniors last year and just a few come back, and then with the Easton May injury, that was big hit for us. So we're going to have this junior class step up, and they, like we said, they had some varsity experience last year. So we're just ready for them to answer the call and just be ready to go, get after it.
And on this first game, who's going to round out your bench, coach, for tonight for the varsity?
So first off the bench is a kid that played strictly JV last year. It is Colin Merrill. He is a kid that can shoot the rock. He played really well on the JV level last year, has only played basketball for a couple years, but has a really high basketball IQ. He's first off the bench. And then a couple juniors. We have Caden Du Bois. He came out and played for us. He's just a defensive guy, rebounder, does the dirty work that helps our team win ball games. And Brendan Hanger. Brendan Hanger's another one. Defensive guy, gets after it. We'll want to press with him in the game, ball handler, and just a very athletic young man.
Coach, it sounds like a good combination to put together for the first game against the Dixon Bulldogs, and I know the guys are anxious to go, so why don't we just get the season underway right now and get it going? What do you think?
Yes, sir. We've been waiting. Dixon's been our first main priority all season. We played them this summer, and so the kids are just chomping at the bit. We didn't do a jamboree this year, so this is our kickoff, and the kids. We just want to tip the ball off right now. We want to go. We're ready.
Well, the very best of luck tonight against the Bulldogs of Dixon. Good luck, Coach.
All right. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Stay tuned. Tiger basketball. It's next.
Thank you, Stan. That has been Tiger Talk with Coach Jared Patterson. Stay tuned. Salem Tiger basketball comes your way next.
Who's there?
It's coming for your soybean fields.
It's pigweed!
The pigweed! It's everywhere!
Oh no! My soybean fields! Run!
Yes, run to keeppigweedaway.com and protect your fields with a layered residual herbicide program from BASF. Always read and follow label directions.
Hey, natural gas leaks can be very dangerous if you're not careful.
A tip from your friends at Mango, Missouri's Association of Natural Gas Operators.
If you smell the odor of natural gas, leave it to the professionals to track it down. Don't turn any electrical appliances on or off. Cell phones or light switches can create a dangerous spark. Warn others and leave the building immediately. Make sure you call your gas company from another location.
Learn more natural gas safety tips at mosafegas.com.
And now it's time for Salem Tiger basketball. On 1340 AM, 95.7 FM, online at KSMOradio.com, or from the KSMO stream page on Facebook. And it's being sponsored by K&H Auto Supply, Town and Country Bank, the Salem Memorial Hospital, SMDH Family Medicine, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Auto Supply, Progressive Ozark Bank, Your World Today, Town Screen, Town and Country Insurance, the City of Salem, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Duncan Family Chiropractic Center, Edward Jones, Jadwin and Smith Auto Body, State Farm Insurance, Stephen Patterson Attorney at Law, Salem Trust, Cuddy's Well Service, Enrichment Services. And now, Salem Tiger basketball.
Welcome to Dixon, Missouri. Stan Stevens bringing you Tiger basketball on KSMO. Getting ready for the tip-off between Gately and their big guy, the tallest guy they got on the team, McBride. His name is Thomas McBride, and he is just a sophomore. He stands at 6'4". The Tigers get the tip. It's Sanders in, getting it back to Conkle. Conkle to Gately, the top of the key. Gately trying to spin away, turns, goes against McBride down, and puts the shot up. It's no good. Tip, brought down and controlled by Case Sinden of Dixon. Dixon in white uniforms. They got red and black trim. Salem in their dark navy blue uniforms with the Carolina blue numbers as well as lettering. On the perimeter right now, it's Drew Young. We have the Young brothers out there with the ball right now. Top of the key is Sinden trying to go down inside. Does to McBride, back out to Young. Drake Young trying to turn, spin, jump shot, no good, and a foul called underneath. Nope, actually a travel call. Three officials doing this game. I looked at two of them, didn't see anything. It was the one behind me. We were on the stage here at Dixon, in the corner of the stage, so we can't really see down the right sideline very well. Here comes Gunnar Conkle down to Gately. Gately kicks it outside to Sanders. A three-pointer up, no good. Brought down by Gately with a rebound. Now trying to get it back. Stolen away, though, by Drew Young. Young all the way down, lost possession of the ball. And it will stay with the Dixon Bulldogs underneath the basket. So the Tigers get the rebound but can't do anything with it. All right, now Dixon goes out on top to Case Sinden. Sinden down to Young. Young spins, turns, short jumper, will not go. And then the rebound brought down and controlled by McBride, but knocked out of bounds, or knocked out of his hands. And then quickly underneath and laid it up and in as number 22, Drew Young for Dixon. They take a 2-0 lead. Full court pressure by Dixon as the Tigers get it down to Conkle. Conkle quickly down underneath to Gately off his fingertips and out of bounds. First turnover by the Salem Tigers. Tigers a little too anxious on the offensive side, getting down low, trying to take a shot maybe a little too quick. It's Sinden going down to Young underneath, playing it up, missing that shot. Pulling it down was Gately, was number 22, and that's Drew Young. Down the other way, it's Bryson May, and Bryson lost his footing and traveled with the ball. He slipped down. He went down hard on his left hip as he was trying to make the turn underneath the basket, and they're going to get a towel, wipe that up a little bit. Not a very hot night here at Dixon. Don't know what he fell on, but he actually went down very hard. Sinden, their point guard, on the right side to Drew Young. Young back out on top to Roster Martin. Martin to Drake Young to McBride. Back out on top of the key is Martin. Down low in the corner. It's Young trying to spin out. Jump shot up and good. Drake Young with a 2. It's 4-0 Dixon. Conkle across. Getting it there is Richter. Richter comes in and bounce pass stolen away by Dixon. Back they come the other way. It's Young for the 3 off the iron. Gately brings down the rebound, and a foul might be called underneath on that one on Dixon. Gately with his second rebound. Foul is called on Thomas McBride underneath the basket on the rebound. Here's Sanders getting it to Conkle. Left side pass to Richter in the offensive zone. Richter trying to dance through, and he'll be fouled there out high, I believe, by Case Sinden. His first foul. Suddenly 2 team fouls on Dixon. Sanders in the corner to Conkle. Conkle on the perimeter has the ball knocked out of his hands. And they're going to say no. It went off of Conkle's hands. And it'll be another turnover for the Tigers. That's their third. Gunner trying to go backwards. It looked like he had that ball knocked out of his hands, but they'll say it went off him last. Sinden goes down to Young. Roster Martin now with it. Martin takes it down. Flip shot up. No good. Conkle with the rebound. Gunner the other way. Salem still has not scored yet. Gunner down low, trying to split to the paint. Outside to Richter for the three. It's off the iron. No good. And McBride has that rebound. Quickly off to Drake Young. Young down the right wing. Top of the key left side to Sinden. A long three, too short. And Gately brings down another rebound. Another foul called on Dixon. Gately with his third rebound. And that foul is going to be called on number 22, Drew Young. Still full court pressure by Dixon, but they now have 3 fouls. The Tigers able to beat it pretty easily. Pass goes across to May. May at the baseline jump shot. It's good. Ball sat, did a little toilet rim. Finally went down, and the Tigers are on the board for the first time in their 2022 season. Bryson May gets that one to fall, and the foul called underneath. This one on McBride. Again, their tallest guy at 6'4". And he's got 2 fouls here early, and he's going to have to come out of the game. Well, they had to leave him in. They started to bring a guy in. They put him back down. So we'll see how long they stay with McBride. Bryson May free throw is good. It's a 1-point ball game. As we mentioned, McBride now is going to check out. They waited until the free throw is over. He comes out along with Young, one of the Youngs. Checking in the ball game is Maverick Yoakum and also Camden Burns. So Yoakum and Burns in. Yoakum played in the JV game earlier. Pass left side goes to Drew Young. He's the other Young back in the game. Now on top of Yoakum. Right side pass, waiting for it. There's Burns. Burns beyond 3 on top to Martin. Down low. They're trying to flip it back outside. Stolen away. Pass to Conkle, but they couldn't get it as Richter took it, but then flipped it right back. Tigers with 4 turnovers. Now underneath, real quick pass to Drake Young. He banks it in. It's 6-3 for Dixon. Conkle down the left wing. Pulls up beyond 3. Gets it in the middle to Richter. Trey Richter back to Conkle. Down to Gately on the baseline. Spins, turns, short jumper, way too hard. And Richter underneath the basket. Banks it off of Dixon. It'll stay with the Salem Tigers. Good awareness by Trey Richter to use the legs of Drake Young to keep the possession with the Salem Tigers. Sanders trying to find a Tiger man that's open. Gives it to Gately. Now to Conkle. Conkle outside to May. May to the hole. Lays it up. Missed it. Ball brought down and jump ball. Possession arrow will favor Dixon. Gately had it, but also so did Maverick Yoakum. And with 3:54 to go first quarter, still a very tight ball game, 6-3 in favor of the Bulldogs. Pass goes left side to Young. Young beyond 3, guarded by Sanders. Backs it up, trying to get a little separation there. Sanders right with it, man for man. Pass inside, and foul called on Salem. And it looked like Trey Richter tried to jump the gun. I think he's going to get the foul. He read it pretty well, but was about a step too quick going for that steal. Salem with 4 turnovers here early in this game. 1 kind of questionable, but the other 3 were pretty obvious. Pass outside, waiting for it. There's Burns. Burns steps back, a 3. It's good. Camden Burns hits the 3. 9-3. Dixon has the lead. Quick pass down to May. May all the way down, lays it up and in. And the quick break by the Salem Tigers. He's got all 5 points as Barrett checked in moments ago for the Salem Tigers. Quick, a long 3. No good, brought down by Burns. Burns flips it back out to Young. Young kicks it back to Sinden. Sinden out high. Goes back to Burns. Burns beyond 3. Had a ball tipped away by Bryson May. May down. Puts it up and in. May use the ball to push off Burns. And it's a 2-point lead for Dixon as it's 9-7 here in the first quarter. Nice steal by May. Second turnover by Dixon. Burns in the corner. Almost lost it again. Did lose it, but Salem can't get to it before it goes out of bounds. Burns got double teamed Barrett tipped the ball away from him. The ball trickled out of bounds before May could get to it. May checks out. Henry Merrill in. Collin is his name. They call him Henry. Dixon trying to get in. Run out of time. Finally do. Bounce pass underneath. And Maverick misses it. Brought down by Barrett underneath the basket. I should say Hanger. Excuse me. Hanger came down with that one. Z-check 10 moments ago. Now quickly back Hanger. Trying to get inside the Gunnar Kunkel. He does. Lays it up. It will not go. But he is fouled, and he'll go to the line. A good strong move by Gunnar Kunkel at the baseline. Ball just would not fall. As the Tigers trail it by 2, Kunkel will shoot 2 to try and tie it up here. First free throw, no good. $2:19 to go, first quarter. 9-7, 9-8 now for Dixon. They get it in. Salem in a half-court defense as Martin flips it in to Sinden. Sinden down the middle of the floor. Right side pass to Drake Young. Beyond 3. Young gets a pick. Stops, takes the 3. It's off the iron. Comes out high, and Sanders gets that rebound. Sanders down to Kunkel. Kunkel. Across it goes to Hanger, and he walked with the ball. Hanger trying to get set. Walked with it. Tigers' 5th turnover. They trail it by 1 to Salem. Coming in the ball game is now Owen Jacobs. He'll check in for Maverick Yoakum. As Sinden will bring it up. Sinden, left side pass. Getting it there is Jacobs. Jacobs to Burns. Burns has hit a 3 already in this game. Now to Young. Ball tipped, but comes into the hands of Jacobs. Jacobs underneath the basket. Ball tipped away. Ball still tipped away. Now loose, picked up by Dixon. And I'm not sure if it's a foul call. Yes, it is. Waiting for the official. He was making all kinds of signals. Going to be on the Salem Tigers. And a foul's going to be called on Gately. So Gately gets his first foul. Pass comes in, a shot by Dixon, no good. Richter, battling for it, is fouled underneath the basket. Richter had to come down with that ball, and he got grabbed onto. It'll be Salem ball. So Roston Martin gets his first foul. He's still full court pressure by Dixon. Quickly down to Gunnar Kunkel. Ball goes off the legs of Drake Young. It'll stay with the Salem Tigers. Pass is right between Gunnar and Young, and Gunnar just tipped the ball off his legs. Good smart play by Kunkel. Pass goes out on top to Richter. Now to Gunnar at the top of the key. Turn, spin, short jumper. It's good. Kunkel gets his first basket, and Salem gets the lead for the first time this year, 10-9. Long pass on the baseline going down to Jacobs. Kicks it outside. Here's Young. Down low, Young pushes off, and he's called for, just going to call for a travel. Young used his forearm to push off Henry Merrill, but no charge call, just a travel call. 4th turnover now for Dixon. Salem with a 1-point lead. Still a Dixon full court press as Richter trying to beat that press. Stops, trying to look down the floor. Instead dribbles it out himself. Then loses the ball. Stolen away to kick it outside to Jacobs. Down to Sinden. Sinden's short jumper will not go. Ball stripped away by the Tigers, and Merrill brings down that rebound. 2 steals now for Dixon in this game, and 5 turnovers. Now make it 6 for the Salem Tigers in this first quarter. 40 seconds to go. Pass outside to Richter. Trey on that perimeter, looking for a pick, gets one from Henry Merrill. Right side pass to Sanders. Hayden likes to shoot the 3, didn't get a chance to. Now down low to Gunnar Kunkel, and he lays it in. Good strong move on the baseline by Gunnar. 12-9 Salem Tigers. Sinden out near center court, down to 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Sinden just hanging on to it as the Bulldogs look to set up a last-second shot. Pass all the way across the floor now to Burns. Burns out on top to Young. Young has trouble with the ball between his legs. 4 seconds left. Now to Burns. Three, it's off the front of the rim, no good. Conkle with a rebound, and we played one. The Salem Tigers down 9-3, have scored 9 straight. They lead it 12-9 after 1 quarter of play. Back in a minute. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Stop by K&H Auto Supply in Salem for all the great specials going on now. Pick up Purple Power Cleaner and Degreaser for $18.99, Armor All Glass Cleaner for $3.99, or Performance Tool Oil Filter Wrench for $13.99. K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store right here in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
Are you a renter that has always dreamed of owning your own home but aren't sure where to start? Town & Country Bank can help. With our local lending team, Town & Country Bank has been helping renters make their dreams come true by giving them the tools they need to own their very own home. I'm Andrew Wynn with Town & Country Bank. Stop by today and let us help you take the first step to home ownership. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 899641.
12-9, Salem Tigers on top here from the Dixon High School gym. Stan Stevens along with you. First game of the year. Don't forget, we'll be back on the air and streaming video on Tuesday night. It's the Salem Tigers and Licking Wildcats in the Cat Classic. Here's Gately, turnaround jumper, missed everything. Ball comes down into the hands of number 22, Drew Young, who's back in the ball game here in the second quarter. With that ball, it's Sinden. Case trying to get it to the outside, does to Young. Drew Young to the paint, to the hole. Blocked away there by Sanders, and they're going to call a foul. Well, it looked like a good block. We're at the other end of the floor, though, but Hayden timed it well, got up, slapped it away, but they'll say he made contact. His first foul. So Drake Young to the free throw line. First free throw of the night for the Bulldogs, and they make it. Salem Tigers 2 of 3 from the stripe. Two for two is Drake Young. 1 point ball game, 12-11. Here's Conklin on the left side, the middle of the floor, crossing over. Stops, puts up a 10-footer, and missed it. Ball tipped, comes back down in the hands of the Dixon Bulldogs, and Conkle's going to get a foul. They're going to say for a reach in, his first. Salem with 4 team fouls. Dixon with 6 already. Another one will put Salem at the line to shoot the bonus. Case Sinden will bring it up as Dixon slows the pace down a little bit here. Trying to go to the outside. Flips it out that way for Young. Drew Young with it. Now getting it back inside. Waiting for it. There's Martin. Trying to go outside with it. Ball tipped off the hands of Sanders. Goes out of bounds. Bryson May will come in for Henry Merrill. Drew Young to inbound it. We played 47 seconds to the second quarter, 12-11 Salem. Sinden with it out high. Guarded there by Richter. Sinden looking inside, nothing there. Goes on the perimeter to Young. Young down low. The Big Pride back in the game with 2 fouls. Backs it outside now to Drew Young. Left side pass to Sinden. Richter almost took it out of his hands. Sinden all the way down. Trying to scoop it up. No good. Ball taken there by Bryson May. On the rebound. Out to Conkle. Gunner out near center court. Stops, gives it off to Gately. Gately trying to take it to the hole. Can't. Now to May. Bryson to the hole. Shoots it outside to Sanders. Now to Richter. Richter can't dance in to Gately. Gately trying to get it back to Conkle. Taken there by May. May puts it up and in. Ball deflected off the hand of a Bulldog, but right to May, and he banks it home. May has 8 points. Make that 9 points with that free throw. He leads all scorers in this game. Here's Young. Out on top to his brother Drew Young. Drake and Drew. That's who's out there now. Right with the ball right down near center court's Drew. Over to Drake out near center court on the left side to the right side. Drake with it, trying to dance his way in. Can't. Stops. A shot blocked there beautifully by Gately. Ball tipped that comes loose. And all the way down the floor, diving for it was May. The ball's going to trickle out of bounds. And who is it going to belong to? I believe Dixon. Conkle and Bryson May both diving for that ball, and it just kept trickling right along the line. Never would go out of bounds, and finally did in the very corner of the gym. and they'll say Dixon ball. Salem almost got the steal. Sinden will walk it up top of the key. Gives the left side right at the arc. Waiting for it there is Martin, and he tries to flip it in, and foul called, I believe, on Salem. And that one's going to be on Bryson May, his first. Salem with 5 team fouls. Inbound comes to the corner for a 3. It's too far, and tipped there by Sanders down to Gately. Now to Conkle. To the paint, to the hole. Lost the ball. Taken there underneath as the Tigers turn it over again. And a long pass to Young. Young all the way down. His shot missed. Brought down by Richter underneath. And a foul's going to be called on the Bulldogs underneath the basket. And it looks like Trey Richter will go to the basket to shoot a 1-and-1. So it'll be Martin with the foul. That ball occurred very far underneath the basket. As the shot was missed, Richter went up, came down, couldn't tell. There were 3 Bulldogs in that vicinity. McBride's going to check. No, McBride's going to stay in. Maverick Yoakum came in, and they're going to check out Martin now as McBride started to check out. Richter with his first free throw coming. And it is no good. Ball tipped out of bounds. And it's going to belong to the Bulldogs. Richter missed the free throw. Salem 2 of 4 from the stripe. The inbound to Drake Young. Back to Sinden as they come up the floor quickly. Sinden pulls up out near center court. Guarded there by Richter. He picks his pocket. Trey down with Conkle. Trey lays it up and in. Beautiful steal by Trey Richter. He picked his pocket. He went from left to right, and he just crossed over with him, and just absolutely a clean strip. Well, that ball is Drew Young. Right side pass. Stolen away cleanly by May. And he lays it up and in. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. 18-11, Salem on top. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Did you know that every patient has the right to have their medical imaging performed wherever they choose? This is Bobby Sullins, Director of Radiology at the Salem Memorial District Hospital, where we have state-of-the-art, up-to-date medical imaging at one of the lowest prices in the area. Outstanding imaging at a great price without the drive? It's just another service of the Salem Memorial District Hospital. If you have any questions, just give me a call at 729-6626. The Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
First half action from Dixon High School. 18-11, Salem on top. Salem with the last 6 points. Took a 12-11 lead. Actually had a 12-9 lead. Dixon got a basket. And then Salem has scored the next 6. The last 2 directly off just clean steals. And talk about a momentum changer. That silenced the crowd here. And Coach Logan Ray of Dixon quickly burned a timeout. 18-11, Salem on top. And then a foul called on Richter going for yet another steal against Sinden. That'll be Trey's second. Team 6 foul, and now each team is in the bonus with 4:42 to go in the half. Brendan Hangen's going to come in for Richter. 18-11 our score. Salem on top here. Too many turnovers by both teams early on, but this is the first game of the year. You expect some of those mistakes to be made. Young kicks it outside to brother Drew. Drake to Drew. With that ball out, it is Young. Spinning it back to Sinden. Sinden walks with the ball. A lot of the travels we've seen tonight have been on stutter steps. That one was. Checking out will be Drew Young, and coming back in the game is going to be Camden Burns. Hanger will bring it up. 4:15 to go. And now to May, trying to get down to Gately. Gately trying to spin his way to the paint. Kicks it outside to Hanger for the 3. It's too hard. Nobody on the backside but Yoakum. He brings it down and gives it to Sinden. A long pass all the way down to McBride. Shot blocked away by Gately, and they're going to call goaltending. Oh, that was a beautiful block, but just a split second too late. McBride got the ball up in the air. They said it was on its way down. That ball was just about even, it looked like to me, but we again on the other side of the floor. That was a beautiful block by Gately, but they give the basket to McBride. But an effort by Gately, though, to get back and block that shot on the fast break. Coach Patterson was asking, can we get the other officials to chime in? They say no. Henry Merrill back in the game. Gately's going to check out, take a little break. He's been in most of the first half. Tigers trying to break the press. Quickly do get down to May. May all the way down, lays it up and in. And a timeout call by Coach Logan Ray. With 3:55 to go first half. May with another lay in. He makes 13 points on the night, and the Salem Tigers have a 20-13 lead. Back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Back to play. Salem with a 7-point lead, 3:50 to go in the half. First game of the year. Dixon and the Salem Tigers. Sending with it, goes left side down to Jacobs, who just checked in the game. Back all the way across to Young. Drew Young had the ball knocked out of his hands, but he gets away from Bryson May. Baseline, lost it, and the ball is knocked out of his hands by May, and they'll say it belongs to Dixon. Tigers defense has been tight man-to-man here so far. Pass goes outside, a three-pointer up off the iron, no good. Bunt down by Yoakum, who puts it back up and in. It's a good strong rebound by Maverick Yoakum, and it's 20-15. Quickly down Gunnar Conkle, turns, spins, short jumper, no good. Foul called on Sinden, and Gunnar will go to the line to shoot 2. Case Sinden now has 2 fouls. 18 fouls on Dixon, 6 for Salem. Gunnar Conkle to the line. He's 1 for 2. This one's good. Gunnar usually a very good free throw shooter. Look at the starting lineup for Salem. Gunnar Conkle is the only senior that was in that starting lineup. 4 juniors and a senior. And you look at Dixon, they had 2 seniors, 1 freshman. That's Drew Young. And that free throw also good by Conkle. A sophomore and a junior for Dixon. So a couple of younger teams out there right now. Here's Drew Young underneath. Stolen away beautifully by Bryson May. Man, that was pretty. He's down the other way. May all the way in, trying to get that ball. Can't get it. It was stolen out of his hands by Drew Young. That was a heck of a play by Drew Young the other way. Young stops, kicks it back to Sinden. A long NBA three is way offline. Front under control, though, by Drake Young. And Drake Young loses it off his foot out of bounds. Another turnover. That's the 10th by Dixon in this first half. 22-15 our score. The long pass to Merrill. Merrill throws it away, giving it right in the hands of Young. Young the other way with a 4th steal by Dixon. Jump shot up, no good, and Richter with a rebound. He's fouled from behind by Yoakum. And he'll come down and shoot a 1-and-1. So Maverick Yoakum, his first foul. And Salem being a double bonus after the next Dixon foul with exactly 3 minutes left on the clock here in the first half. Salem with a 7-point lead. Richter missed his only free throw opportunity and misses this one as well. Brought down by Sanders. Getting it out to Gunnar Conkle. Conkle getting it to Henry Merrill. Outside to Sanders for the 3. It's no good. It went off the fist of Sinden, as was tipped there by Caden DuBois. Caden will inbound it. Fires it out. And a timeout was called by Coach Patterson with 2:49 to go in the half. Salem Tigers 22, Dixon 15. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Country Mart is your party central when it comes to food trays. They have deli meat and cheese trays, as well as fresh fruit and cheese trays. They can also prepare special party platters of fried chicken, chicken tenders, hot wings, or smoked ribs. You may even have your own party tray in mind. Talk with the fine folks at the Country Mart Deli. Please stop by to pre-order your party trays or call 729-3455. Country Mart, Highway 3272 East, right here in Salem.
Don't forget, tomorrow night we have Blues hockey on KSMO. Blues have won 5 in a row, and they'll take on the Anaheim Ducks 6:30 tomorrow night. That's right here on KSMO Radio. On Sunday, the Missouri Tiger basketball team will take on Mississippi Valley State. We'll have that right here on KSMO, 6 o'clock game time. And our next local sports action will be a boys and girls doubleheader Tuesday against the Licking Wildcats in the Cat Classic. Hope you can join us at the gym. Should be a packed house. And if you can, we'll have it on KSMO Radio and on KSMO Media, streaming it, both the girls and the boys' games. Here comes Conkle in on the layup. It's good. A little left-handed flip on the inbound. Good job by the Tigers. Here comes Sinden all the way down to Maverick, and he can't get it in. Yoakum got fouled from behind. I think Hayden Sanders, but I won't be sure of that. Oh, they're going to call it on Colin Henry Merrill. So Maverick Yoakum to the line to shoot 2, and he makes the first. Again, we are on the stage here at Dixon, which is good distance from the other end of the floor where they're taking the shots right now. 2:33 to go, and the next free throw is no good. Fought for and patrolled by Gately, who's back in the game. Gately's had some good rebounds, already 4 in this contest. Here the other way, Richter inside to Sanders. Sanders lost the ball, stolen by Dixon. Here's Sinden the other way. Sinden out on top to Young. Drew Young back to Sinden, right corner, a 3, way short. Comes down in the hands of Sanders. Hayden with his 4th rebound. Getting it quickly down to Congo. Missed the shot, put back up and in by Gately on the rebound. Caden Gately right there as Conkle was hounded. Got the ball up. Caden right there to bank it home. And the Tigers have a 10-point lead. And they get the extra shot here. Foul called on Sinden, his 3rd. And Gately will shoot the free throw. It's good. The lead is 11 with 2 minutes, 4 seconds to go here in the first half. Walking it down slowly, Drake Young. Young gets a pick out there from Yoakum, backs out, trying to get away from Sanders. Good Tiger defense here early on this season. Sanders keeps going, and a 3-second violation called. Sorry about that, a 5-second violation call. Did not move the ball. Turnover. Number 11 against Dixon. Here comes Trey Richter. 1:45 to go. Trey down low to Gately, scores! What a move, a spin move by Richter to Gately, who banks it home, and the Tiger lead goes to 13. Drake Young out near center court where the Bulldog insignia is. Goes right side to Combs. I'm sorry, Camden Burns, excuse me. Cross it goes to Young for a long 3. That ball does not stay in the hoop. Comes down in the hands of Conkle. Quickly to Sanders. Sanders had his shot blocked away by Young. Comes down into the hands of Young. Drew Young. A long 3 by Drew. That will not go. And Gately brings down yet another rebound. His 6th of this first half. A minute to go. 29-16. Salem on top. Richter trying to go to Conkle. He does on a crossing pattern. Gunner, short jumper, it's good. Gunner Conkle with a fadeaway jumper from 12 feet. And the Tiger lead to 15 with 40 seconds to go. Drake Young out near center court again with Sinden out. He's their point guard. Pass tipped away by Richter into the Dixon bench with 33 seconds to go. Hanger comes in for Trey Richter. Tiger defense here early in this game has been very good. Coming in is Jude Rome. He's going to check in here for Owen Jacobs with 30 seconds to go. Drake Young with it. Drake stops, puts up a long three off the iron, straight up in the air. He got it down by his brother Drew, but he missed the free throw. Missed the layup. And then a jump ball is going to ensue, and the possession arrow will favor Dixon. 21 seconds to go. Free throw shooting has been good, is what I was going to say, and I got sidetracked. 17 seconds now to go. And now a charge called on Drake Young, going right over top of Gunnar Conkle. His first foul. And with 15 seconds left, Caden DuBois will try and inbound it. He does to Sanders, now to Conkle up the middle of the floor. Conkle across the timeline. 9 seconds down, 10-footer. It's no good and brought down underneath by Young, and a foul called on Hanger, and that will put Drake Young at the line to shoot a 1-on-1. Brendan Hanger got a little aggressive there, going for that rebound with 5 seconds left. And Young will go to the line. Drake is 2 for 2. Bulldogs are 3 of 4. And Young's free throw is good. He earns another. And this one also good. 31-18 our score. 5 seconds left. Here comes Gunnar Conkle. Gunnar with 2 seconds left. A three. Trying to bank it in. It didn't go. And we played one. Good first half by the Salem Tigers, as it looks like a whole different Salem Tiger team than you might remember last year. These kids have been very aggressive, running hard, diving for balls, and really playing hard underneath the basket. And they lead it by 13, 31-18. And we are going to come back in 3 minutes with stats from the first half when we return. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
The Bank of Salem Shazam Bolts mobile app offers you a safe, easy, and fast way to manage your accounts, identifying potential fraud, finding surcharge-free ATMs, checking your balance, and providing alerts for purchases exceeding your designated amounts. Anytime, anywhere, even when the bank is closed, all from your mobile device. Shazam Bolts, a safer, easier, and faster mobile solution. Stop by the Bank of Salem for enrollment information. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Message and data rates may apply.
Check out these holiday savings at Napa Auto Supply in Salem. You'll find a Napa 10-inch LED light with 8,000 lumens for $27.99. A Heat Hog heater for $99.99, and a Napa 12-inch tool bag for only $5.99. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem today.
What are your plans for the future? Do you need a boost to generate a new plan, or can't afford to go away to college, or your work schedule won't allow you to go? Let Southwest Baptist University Salem campus be the boost. SBU is committed to flexibility, expertise, and the state-of-the-art technology. We now offer 2 new associate's degrees in teaching and Christian ministries, along with master's degrees in education and business. For more information, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071. SBU Salem campus is your higher education with Christian principles.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. Call 729-5761. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
Cuddy's Well Service and Plumbing LLC in Salem provides well pump repairs to existing wells and pump installations in new wells. In addition, they can handle all of your plumbing needs. They can also provide backhoe and dump truck services. Need Creek Rock or White Rock delivered? Give Cuddy's Well Service a call at 729-2787. Cuddy's is a proud supporter of Salem Tiger Athletics and all of the students in Salem and Dent County.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
Salem Tigers with a 13-point lead here at halftime over Dixon, 31-18. Been a little slow start for the Salem Tigers. They got out to a 9-3 deficit, then scored the next 9 points to take a 12-9 lead. Then Dixon got a basket to make it 12-11. Salem upped that to an 18-11 lead, and then just progressed after that with some big steals and layups, and really some very good defensive play as well. Been very impressed with the man-to-man coverage by the Salem Tigers. They have been right on top of Dixon most of this game. They've been very aggressive, going to try and steal the ball, and because of that, they have a few extra fouls in there, but the Tigers turned the ball over a few too many times, I'm sure, for Coach Patterson's liking. 9 turnovers in that first half. Now, Dixon ended up with 11 turnovers, but of that 11, 6 of those were Salem Tiger steals, and of the 6 steals, 5 of them ended up as baskets. So that's 10 points off steals, and the Salem Tigers lead it by 13. How important those steals were. Now, Dixon also had 5 steals for the Salem Tigers, and they were able to score on 3, so that's 6 points. So if you go back through that, that's a 4-point plus for the Salem Tigers on steal points in the game. They lead it by 13 here at halftime. Leading scorer for either team is Bryson May. He has 13 points. Gunnar Conkle has 11 for the Salem Tigers. Caden Gately with 5. And then a couple of points by Trey Richter in there as well. For Dixon, their leading scorer is Drake Young with 8. Then 3 points for Camden Burns and Maverick Yoakum. 2 for Drew Young and 2 for Thomas McBride. Leading rebounder in the game is Caden Gately. He has 6. 4 for Hayden Sanders for the Salem Tigers. 2 each for Gunnar Conkle and Bryson May. And then 1 for Colin Merrill, 1 also for Trey Richter. For the Dixon Bulldogs, their leading rebounder is Drew Young with 11, 2 for Thomas McBride, 2 for Maverick Yoakum, 1 for Drake Young, 1 for Camden Burns, 1 for Case Sinden in the game. Salem Tigers have 16 rebounds in the game total, team-wise. Dixon has 10. Salem Tigers on the free throw line, they're 5 of 6. Dixon, 5 of 6. So very even game. Foul-wise, Case Sinden has 3 as he got relegated to the bench late in that second half. Thomas McBride and Roston Martin with 2 each. Trey Richter has 2 for the Salem Tigers, the only Tiger with multiple fouls in that first half. 31-18, the Salem Tigers on top. They're coming back onto the floor as we speak. Earlier tonight, the 9th graders won. That was a 37-37 game with about a minute and 5 seconds left to go. Tigers got a 3-pointer, and then they got a 2-pointer later on with about 9 seconds left, and a shot that I kind of questioned why we were taking it. You missed the shot, and Dixon would have had the ball and a possible chance to tie it on a one-possession game. But it worked out for the Tigers. They got the basket, and Dixon did not score. And they won it by 5, 42-37. But again, a very good, solid effort by our freshman team. And then the JV had a very tight game with Dixon for 3 quarters, but pulled away in that fourth quarter. And the strength of free throws and really just dominating the boards, won it 52-37 here at Dixon in the opening game for the 2022-2023 season. This whole new look Salem Tiger team. Coach Patterson has these guys running and gunning but he also has them being very aggressive on the defensive side. He was a defensive specialist. I was talking to a couple of the officials who were not doing the JV game, who were sitting up here while we're on the stage, and they were sitting with us. And I was telling them, a little bit about Jared. He remembered him as a player. He's been officiating that long. And I said, I always called him the quiet guy out there. He was silent. You didn't really know he was out on the floor because whoever he was guarding wasn't scoring. And he didn't do a lot of scoring, maybe 6 to 8 points in a game. But Jared was a solid player, and he has brought that type of attitude to these Salem Tigers, and they have played extremely well in the first half, and we're hoping for a second half that's just as equal as the first. That second half will come your way in 2 minutes. We're going to come back. 31-18, Salem Tigers with the lead. Back in 2 minutes. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Keeping life simple can be a challenge, but not when you're switching to Progressive Ozark Bank. Plus, Click Switch allows you to move your direct deposit with one click. You can also use Switch Assist to move all of your automatic bill payments and subscriptions. Click plus click equals switch. Get customized alerts ranging from security to activity balances and more. Big banking technology at your local hometown bank. Progressive Ozark Bank. FDIC insured, they are an equal housing lender where people matter.
Is your back continually giving you pain? Do you constantly have headaches? Do you have numbness or tingling in your arms, hands, legs, or feet? These are symptoms, and they're a warning sign from your body. And if you'd like to know why they're occurring, Dr. Amber Duncan of Duncan Chiropractic can help. Her mission is to find the cause of the problem and correct it. Give Dr. Amber Duncan a call at 729-2321 or stop by 401 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem.
I was surprised.
I was definitely surprised.
Yep, we had no idea. Totally surprised. Can you say jaw drop?
Who knew? State Farm with these great rates?
The surprise everyone's talking about is the surprisingly great rates for home and auto insurance from State Farm, especially when you combine them.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem. Have you had a fender bender or crashed your vehicle? Come and see Jadwin and Smith Auto Body and Auto Care for all of your auto body needs. They have over 20 years of experience of putting vehicles back in mint condition. Take your vehicle to Jadwin and Smith Auto Body and Auto Care at 1202 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem across from Walmart, or call 729-3900. Locally owned by Tim and Wendy Smith.
We're ready for the second half to begin. Salem Tigers will have their original 5 starters out there. That was Traden Richter, Gunnar Conkle, Bryson May, Caden Gately, and Hayden Sanders. It looks like the original 5 for Dixon also out there as well. That's Sinden, McBride, Drew and Drake Young, and also out there, Roston Martin. We're ready to get underway. Salem has the ball to inbound it. In the corner, Richter trying to get it to Gately. Ball stolen away by Dixon. They bring it down quickly. The pass underneath to McBride goes off the legs of Gunnar Conkle out of bounds. McBride just the sophomore getting the start. On the baseline, Drake Young, no, he's not going to do it. Case Sinden's going to inbound it. Flips it out to Drake Young. The 3 from the corner. It's off the rim. Brought down by Brother Drew and stolen out of his hands by Bryson May. What a beautiful steal. Back the other way, and the Tigers hand it over to Sinden. He steals it away, and back they come the other way. Turnover for each team to start out the second half. Passes across to Sinden. Sinden by Richter in the baseline. Outside it goes to McBride for a shot. No good. Brought down by Young, and he is fouled by May. Drew Young brought that one down, and May gets the foul, his second. Drew Young will go to the line. He's just a freshman. 7:28 just underway here in the third quarter, and the free throw is good. Hoping the Tigers keep that same intensity. They started out slow in that first quarter. As the quarter and a half progressed, Tigers got stronger and stronger. Next one by Young. This one is no good. Brought down by Sanders. His 5th rebound of the game. Quick pass up to May. May's had a good game already. Back to Richter. Richter across left side to Conkle. Inside it goes down low. Gately turns, spins, short jumper. No good. Brought down by McBride on the rebound. Quickly the long way. The pass to Young, and he lays it up, but it misses. Ball loose on the floor, and Richter has trouble with it, but he brings down the rebound. Quick break by Dixon didn't work as McBride's shot would not fall. Here's Sanders in the corner. Bounce pass out to May. Bryce and May on the perimeter. Back to Sanders. His 3 from the corner off the rim. Up high. Brought down by Drake Young. Drake the other way. All the way down. His shot off the glass. No good. McBride brings it down. And a foul called on Gunnar Conkle. Tigers with a few mistakes here to start things out. Conkle will get the foul. Salem's 2nd of the second half. Inbound by Young, going to McBride. Out it goes to Sinden. Sinden left side to Young. Back to Sinden out near center court. A long 3. It's good. It's 31-22. Salem on top. Pass down the other way to May. May tied up. Spins away. All the way across it goes to Sanders. Sanders out on top. Conkle starts down the lane. Kicks it outside to May, but Salem throws it away. Coach Patterson wants a timeout. Tigers come out a little flat here to start the second half. He wants to straighten that boat out right now. And with 6:13 to go, 31-22, Salem on top. Back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger basketball on KSMO Media.
Life is a series of moments. Big moments, small moments, moments you want to bottle up so they can last forever. At Edward Jones, we want to make the most of all of them. Whether you're planning for a trip of a lifetime, retirement, or just need some everyday advice along the way. That's why an Edward Jones financial advisor like me works with you to build strategies for today and tomorrow. Life is for living. Let's partner through all of it. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Leah Nash. Call me or Joe Brand at Edward Jones, 573-729-3831. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
6:13 remains in the third quarter. Lots of basketball left. Salem in a half-court defense as Dixon will bring it down. Dixon has pressed most of the night on the Salem Tigers. Tigers have not done that against Dixon here pretty much all night long. Pass goes to Sinden. Sinden backs up another three-pointer. That's offline. Brought down by Sanders on the backside. Hicks 6th rebound. Richter trying to dance his way in. Can't. Now down to Sanders. Inside Gately. Gately takes it to the hole off the glass and in. A strong move by Caden Gately. 33-22. Long pass down to Young. Drew hangs on to it. Now down low to McBride. McBride back to Young. His layup will not go. Brought down and controlled underneath. And a foul's going to be called on Salem as Martin and Gately fought for that rebound, and I think Gately's going to get called for his second foul. Salem with 3 fouls to start out this third quarter. Dixon has none. Pass goes outside to Sinden. Sinden back in the corner, Young. Young backs up, takes another three-pointer, and that one's off the rim high. Brought down and controlled by Sinden on the backside. Goes back to Martin. Martin back to Sinden on the perimeter. Running jumper will not fall. Tipped. Goes out of bounds off the hands of Conkle. The Salem Tigers just can't get their fingers on the ball and bring it down. They're always reaching for it right now. It's just out of their grasp. Kay Sinden flips it out on top to McBride. McBride right at the free throw line. Had it knocked away by Richter. He steals it. Comes back into the Dixon zone, back to Sanders. Second steal of this half for the Salem Tigers. Sanders now to Conkle. 9-footer. It's in and out. No good. Brought down by whom? Finally by Young. In and out of the hands of Gately and into the hands of Young. Long pass to McBride. McBride waits. Short jumper. No good. And May brings down the rebound. May to Sanders. Sanders had that ball taken out of his hands, and then stepping out of bounds with it was Sinden. The Tigers turned the ball over as Hayden didn't control the ball very well, but then as Sinden stole the ball, he stepped out of bounds, so Salem gets it back. Salem with only one basket here in this, the third quarter, and we played 3 minutes and 18 seconds. Here's Conkle. 12-footer. Good. Gunnar Conkle, his first basket of this second half. 35-22. Salem back to their 13-point lead ahead at halftime. Pass across, backing out is Young. Young getting it to Sinden. Sinden flipping it back to Drake Young out near center court. Drake trying to dance in, flips it to Martin. Martin underneath the basket, trying to get to McBride. Baby hook, it's good. Count the basket and the foul. Thomas McBride with a nice baby hook. And I believe that Caden Gately is going to get that foul. And he will. His third. Du Bois will check in for May. Henry Merrill in for Gately. Gately with 6 rebounds. Hayden Sanders with 6 rebounds in this game. McBride will have the free throw opportunity here to narrow the gap down to 10. And that shot misses. Brought under control by Du Bois. Salem has it on the perimeter. Sanders firing the cross. Ball tipped, and stepping out of bounds, though, is Martin. Almost stolen by Martin. The pass by Sanders to Richter. It had a lot of air underneath it. McBride checks out. Camden Burns in. Halfway through this third quarter, 35-24. Salem still in the lead. Richter has it, fires in the corner, Du Bois. Du Bois looking to try and drive in, double teamed, trying to fire the ball out, turns it over. Another steal by Dixon as they're swarming the Salem Tigers now. Now outside it goes to Young. A three from the corner, it will not go. And Sanders has his 7th rebound of the game, his 3rd in this third quarter. Merrill brought down that rebound. Quickly down to Conkle underneath the basket. He's trying to bank it in, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line. As Salem got the pass to Gunnar Conkle about 4 feet out, he is fouled. Foul will be called on Roster Martin, his 3rd. Conkle to the line to shoot the free throws. He's got 13 in the game, make it 14 with that first free throw. McBride back in the game for Martin. 3:29 to go, third quarter. 12-point Salem Tiger lead here at the Dixon High School gym. Conkle's next one, that's offline, no good, but Sanders brings it down back to Gunner for another 7-footer, and it's good. Sanders brings down that offensive board. Tigers making an old-fashioned three-point play. Sinden, bounce pass to Young. Young trying to dance backwards, trying to get a little room, and he'll be fouled there, and he'll shoot 2. That may be on Sanders or it could be on Du Bois, either one, and I think it's going to be on Caden Du Bois. It'll be his first, and to the line will go Drake Young. Young is 4 for 4 from the stripe. He will shoot 2 here with 3:11 to go. Free throw's good. Young, a senior. Calm and cool right there from that free throw line. Next one is short, and Sanders brings it down, and he is fouled. Sanders gets yet another rebound, and then the foul called on Burns. Camden's first. Still a 13-point Salem Tiger lead. Brandon Hanger in the game to Merrill, and Henry's three is good. Henry got it, just cut it loose. Ball pinballed around, but it sank down. Now the other way, Burns, a little flip shot up, and no good. And a blocking foul called on Du Bois after Burns' little flip shot went wide. Du Bois gets called for his second foul, trying to draw the charge. Free throw's no good by Burns. That is the 6th free throw already of this third quarter by the Bulldogs. Salem with 16 fouls already. The next free throw is good. So Dixon will be in the bonus the rest of the game. Long pass down to Hanger. In the corner, Sanders. Back to Hanger. Hanger going back to Henry Merrill. Henry back to Hanger. Now to Gunnar Conkle, top of the key. And a foul's going to be called inside with 2:37 to go. Salem with a 15-point lead. And I did not see that foul was called on. It's going to be on Sinden. It'll be his fourth. So Sinden gets called for his fourth foul. He'll check out. Jude Rome comes in the game. Third team foul. Inbound pass tip comes to Hanger. Now on top, Sanders. Right side pass to Henry Merrill. Back to Hanger. Hanger trying to dance in. Can't. Goes back in the corner, Sanders. Sanders thought about the three. Inside the Congo, 9-footer, fade away, trickles home. Gunner now has got 18 in this game and leads all scorers, and the Tigers' lead is 17. Drew Young has the ball in the right corner, right in front of his own bench. Now to McBride on the perimeter. McBride getting it back to Rome. Jude Rome trying to dance in, cut off by Hanger. Rome stops, spins, turns, goes back outside to Drake Young. Drake trying to dance down the baseline. Stops. Shot is up and no good. The foul called on the Salem Tigers. We're in the third quarter with 1:49 to go, and Drake Young has made a living out of the free throw line. These will be his 7th and 8th opportunities. 5 of 6 so far. This free throw is good. May coming in for Hanger, I should say for Sanders, who got his foul right there, his second. With 1:49 to go. Drake Young has yet another free throw coming. And he made them both. 43-28, a 15-point Salem Tiger lead with 1:45 to go here in this, the third quarter. Gunnar Conkle stops at the top of the key, right side pass to May. May underneath, and he'll be fouled, and he'll go to the line. Both teams driving the basket early on, and a lot of times you don't see that early in the season. And they are drawing fouls here, especially in this second half. That is the 4th team foul. May goes to the line. Foul called on Burns, and his second. May hits the free throw. He's now got 14. That's his first point here of the second half. Bryson was lighting up, but did take a hard fall on his hip. That free throw will not go, and brought under control by Drake Young. The other way, 44-28 our score. Young guarded by May out high. Stops, trying to look inside. Nothing there. Goes in the corner to Rome. Jude Rome on the perimeter. Back to Young. Guarded by May. Young. Double team. Stops, looking underneath. Nothing there. Tied up. And jump ball called. And it's going to belong to the Bulldogs as May tied up Drake. Reached right in there and grabbed that ball, and the possession arrow did favor Dixon. 1:17 to go here in the third quarter. 44-28. Burns the inbounded. Burns spins. That pass tipped and brought down by Young. Young goes down right over top of Henry Merrill. He draws the charge, and Drew Young gets his second foul. Henry took it. He got kind of kneed up in the chest area, but he draws the foul. Du Bois flips it into May with 1:10 to go, 44-28. And that is a big turnover right there on that charge. Pass inside to Congle. Congle stops from 12. It's good. Gunner's peeling it, man. 46-28. He did that out in Eldon, had 30-something points at the end of that game. Here's Young. Drake Young, that is. In the corner to brother Drew. Drew tops it off his hands out of bounds. Tried to turn and spin with it. Ball just slipped right out of his hands. 5th turnover by Dixon in this third quarter. And the Tigers with 44 seconds will inbound it from their baseline as Dixon backs off a little bit. And now they'll redo it. A little bit of a bloody nose over there by McBride. And a little blood got on the floor. They wiped it up quickly. So we're ready to get back to play. Inbound coming to Richter. Richter, quick pass down to May. 2-on-1 to Conkle. Conkle lays it up. Missed the shot. Brought down by Young. Drake the other way. 30 seconds to go. Drake all the way down. Stops. Had that ball knocked out of his hands by Conkle. And they called a foul on Gunner. But he tried to time it just right. He'll get his third foul. It's the 8th team foul on Salem. Said he made contact with the wrist. So Gunner will check out here with 30 seconds to go. And the free throw by Young is good. He has had an ample opportunity to shoot from the free throw line. Right now, make that 9 or 10. I was going to say 8 or 9, but he's getting ready to shoot. 46-30 as Richter brings it down. Salem Tigers 16-point lead. Hanger, 20 seconds to go, third quarter. That puts it right into the hands of Drew Young. Young all the way down, lays it up and in. The steal and the basket. The Tigers have 6 turnovers now as Richter brings it down. Long lead pass to May. Reverse layup is good. Bryson May with a real good return. 1 second left. That shot goes into the stage area. And after 3 quarters, the Salem Tigers lead this one by a score of 48-32. We'll come back in a minute. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
The Dane County Adult Daycare Center at Enrichment Services of Dane County provides services tailored to fit the various unique needs of many individuals in the county. This includes providing them with transportation, healthy meals, medical monitoring, crafts, games, field trips, and local entertainment. Meeting the social and recreational needs of these individuals is important, allowing them the chance to blend in with those around them. If you have questions, call Director Tanya Newman at 729-7279.
Keeping life simple can be a challenge, but not when you're switching to Progressive Ozark Bank. Plus, Click Switch allows you to move your direct deposit with one click. You can also use Switch Assist to move all of your automatic bill payments and subscriptions. Click plus click equals switch. Get customized alerts ranging from security to activity balances and more. Big banking technology at your local hometown bank. Progressive Ozark Bank. FDIC insured, they are an equal housing lender where people matter.
Getting ready to start this fourth quarter. Salem Tigers doing a very good job rebounding in this game. They right now are out rebounding Dixon, if my stats are correct here. 23 right now to 16. Salem will inbound it to start this fourth quarter. Salem with 6 turnovers this second half. Dixon with 5. Richter takes it all the way down. Had the ball knocked out of his hands. Another steal by Dixon. They've got 6 steals here in the second half. They've been a lot more aggressive. Pass back to Young. Young, jump shot trying to bank it in. No good. And Gately with a good, strong rebound. Quickly up to May. May all the way down. Lays it up and in. Coast to coast after the rebound by Gately, his 7th. 50-32. The Tigers lead it just underway here, fourth quarter. Sinden has that ball stolen from him by Richter. Richter the other way, trying to get it back to Sanders. He does. Sanders to Conkle. 20-footer. Good. Just actually make that a 17-footer right in front of the three-point line. Conkle with 22 points. And the Tiger lead now at 20, 52-32. Sending the other way, over to Young. Drew on top. McBride takes a 3, and it's going to go through. Ball hit the front, bounced up in the air, and then went through for our McBride 3. 52-35, the long pass to May. May driving all the way down to the hole. It won't go. Conkle trying to get that rebound, knocked out of his hands by McBride. Stays with the Salem Tigers. 18 points for May, 22 for Conkle, the 52 Tiger points. A pass to Conkle from 10, partially blocked. Comes down the hands of Young. He's all alone. Young lays it up and in. Drake Young with now 15 points for Dixon. And the lead is 15 for the Salem Tigers. Here's come Richter all the way down to Conkle. Scoops it in. Gunner on fire with 24 points and a 17-point Tiger lead. Young with 6:10 to go, and he is getting a pick, an illegal pick from McBride, and that offensive turnover. An illegal screen gives the ball to Salem Tigers. Sanders getting it over to Richter. Bulldogs have backed off that press here in the fourth quarter. 8-6 fouls. Salem leads that in this second half. Here's May all the way down. His shot will not go. Brought down by Gately. The Congo for a long two. It will not go. And controlled there by Young, and then he travels with it. Drew Young got that rebound, then turned around and traveled. Burns comes in for Drew Young. Drew Young looks gassed. He's going to sit down. McBride also checks out, and Maverick Yoakum comes in. So Burns will come in. The inbound comes to Gately. He missed it from 3 feet. Ball comes down into the hands of Burns. Quickly the other way. Yoakum had his shot blocked by Gately. Got all the way back. And now the ball knocked out of bounds by Richter. Richter and Yoakum had gotten tied up. Trey may be trying to do a little too much there with that ball, trying to go around him. And then when he slipped down, the ball went off his hands out of bounds. Ball in the corner to Sinden. He's in the game with 4 fouls. Now to Young, down low to Yoakum. Blocked there by Gately, his third block. Pass up the middle to Richter, and another steal. Off Richter, the long pass down to Yoakum. Blocked again by Sanders. Tigers with blocked shots left and right here with Gately and Sanders. As Yoakum just tried to flip it up there, and Hayden came flying in and knocked that one, slammed it out of bounds. 5:21 to go in the fourth quarter. Sinden, the inbound, comes across to Burns for the three, way too far, and it goes off the foot of Sanders out of bounds. Hayden jumped up for the rebound, but the ball never hit the rim. Then it came down, hit him in the foot, and trickled out of bounds. The inbound comes all the way outside to Sinden. Now to Young in the corner. Young, Drake Young, that is, in front of the scorer's bench, all the way on their center court, trying to drive his way in. Stops, takes it to the whole little flip. That's a good play. Real nice play by Drake Young. He's a good player, very good player. 15-point lead for the Salem Tigers. Here is Gately. Shot's good. Nice patience by Cade Gately. Got the man to go up, waited for him to go down, and then was able to put the shot over top. Drake Young the other way with 4.5 to go here in this fourth quarter. Drake Young trying to dance it in. Can't. Goes back out on top to Martin. Martin spins in the paint to the hole. Down low to Yoakum. Short jumper is good. .15 Salem Tigers lead as Merrill will bring it up. Henry between the circles. No real pressure on him. Goes over to Gately. Gately takes it to the hole. His shot no good. And then pushing down Martin was Bryson May. He'll draw the foul, and Martin will shoot a 1-and-1. And Dixon will be in the double bonus after that foul. Bryson May looked like he lost his balance and kind of was using Martin to keep his balance and end up pushing him down. So it'll be a 1-and-1 with 4:12 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's a 15-point Salem Tiger lead. Salem had as much as a 20-point lead in this game. They have been outscored in the last couple of minutes by a 9-5 margin. Free throw is good by Martin. His first point of the game. A lot of free throws for Dixon tonight, already 21. That makes 22. That's 23, and it misses, and Gately brings down the rebound. Gately with 9. Sanders back on top, Richter. Trey, guarded there by Sinden with 4 minutes exactly to go. Now to Gately. Ball knocked out of his hands, goes to Congo, lays it in. Gunnar Congo with 26. The lead is 16. The other way, Drake Young. Beyond 3, gets a pick from Yoakum. Trying to get away from Sanders. Spins, fadeaway jumper. It's no good. But down by Yoakum, and he gets the rebound and scores. 58-44, a 14-point Salem Tiger lead. And Congo is going to be fouled from behind by Young, and he'll go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Drake Young's second foul. Congo goes to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Drake Young will take a break as McBride comes back in. He's been their key guy with 19 points in the game. And the free throw misses. Brought down by Martin. Long pass to the corner, McBride. Back to Martin through his hands. Tigers steal it away. Richter is fouled there by Yoakum. And so Richter will go shoot a 1-and-1 with 3:14 to go. Salem with a 14-point lead. Foul called on Yoakum. He's got 3. And a timeout called on the floor by the Salem Tigers. 3:14 to go. 58-44. Salem on top. Back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
K&H Auto Supply in Salem says see better, drive safer. With Rain-X washer fluid, get 2 for $11. You can also get a $15 Park City gift card after mail-in rebate with a purchase of a pair of select wiper blades. K&H Auto Supply, your Park City Auto Parts store right here in Salem.
Park City. Yeah, Park City. Park City.
58-44, Trey Richter to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. He is 0 for 2 from the stripe. Trey has a couple of points in the game. That's it. Salem with a 14-point lead. That free throw is good. Still a lot of time left with 3:14 to go. You never know. A couple of threes here and there. The next thing you know is you got a ball game. Right now, Tigers can maintain that 16, 17-point lead, 14. They're going to be good right now as Trey hits them both. It's a 16-point lead, 60-44. Down to 3:10 to go. Pass comes to Sinden. Sinden's got a 3 in this game. Goes back out on top. Burns his jumpers, too short. It's tipped out high, brought down by Sinden. Sinden in the corner to Burns for a 3. That's offline, no good. McBride with a rebound, missed it. Gets it back. And a foul is going to be called, I believe, on Gately. That would be his 4th. Stops the clock with 2:54 to go, and it is on Gately. Caden's not an angel out there and has fouled out of many games, but that one by McBride doesn't even hit the net. He's got another one coming. Drake Young back in the game for Yoakum. McBride at the line. Next free throw is no good, and Gately brings down that rebound. Boy, he has had a good game rebounding. That's his 10th. Pass inside to Gately. Short jumper's good. He's got 11 in this game. He scores 11, 15 points a game. That's going to be huge for the Salem Tigers. Sinden getting into McBride. McBride flips it left side to Burns. Burns those are right in the hands of Sanders. Sanders all the way down. Sanders to lay it up. No good. Ball tipped still loose. Finally brought down by Congo. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Ball still loose on the floor. Finally brought down by number 24, Martin. Martin the other way to Drake Young. 2:12 to go in this contest. 16-point Salem Tiger lead. Pass descendant for a three. No good. McBride going over top. And Gately will get charged for his fifth foul and what looked like a pretty clean block from our angle. But that's it for Caden Gately, I believe. Yep, it is it. So Gately will foul out with 11 points and 10 rebounds, a double-double, and that's a heck of a game for that young man. Free throw is short and brought down by Caden DuBois. Well, the free throw was missed, but they're going to give another shot at it. So McBride gets a free crack, and this one he hits. 62-45, 2 minutes to go. Victor gets by 2 players, now to DuBois. Outside it goes to Merrill for a three. That's off the iron, no good. Brought down by Conkle. Conkle to the hole, stops, turns, spins, shot blocked there by McBride, and he is fouled. Gunnar Conkle with a strong game. 26 points. He's going to try and add to it with a couple of free throws here. Gunnar so far on the night is 3 of 6. Usually a lot better free throw shooter than that. Free throw is no good. John Kramer checks in the ball game. .144 remains. Martin checks out. 17-point Salem Tiger lead as Conkle makes that one. He's got 27 points on the night with 1:40 to go. Tigers on their way to their first win of the year. They'll take on Licking next Tuesday in the CAD Classic. Down is Young, Drake Young. Stops. Sanders right there with him inside to McBride. Baby hook shot. Nowhere near. And here comes Richter with the ball. Richter across timeline goes to Conkle for a three from the corner. It's good, and he's got 30. And a timeout called by Patterson. I think he just wants to change players. I don't think they're charging him with a timeout, but maybe they are. Timeout called by Coach Patterson. 1:16 to go. Conkle, they're going to call that a 2. Ooh, that's a killer. He's got 29. And a timeout called by Coach Patterson. 65-45. Back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate, estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
Well, they only counted that as a 2. 65-45 our score. 29 points for Gunnar Conkle as Trevor Dooley checks in the ball game. Shot from the corner for 3, not there. Conkle has it. He wants 30. Instead gives it to May. May goes all the way up, skips it up and in. Bryson May has 20. Between those two guys, 49 of the 67 points. Pass goes outside, trying to dance his way in as Kramer, and he throws the ball away. 46 seconds left to go. I mentioned Salem and Licking next Tuesday. It starts out at 4 o'clock with the JV girls, and then the JV boys will play right after that. And then the Tigers throw it away. Dooley trying to hit Conkle into the basket. Then the varsity girls will play, and we'll have that game and the varsity boys game here on KSMO Media. All games will be streamed on KSMO Media, the Facebook stream page, our YouTube page, and on our KSMO.com Twitch account. So it'll be streamed, video streamed and audio for the boys and girls varsity. All games, though, will be on the stream. The JV games just will not have any audio. Young trying to bank it in, does count the basket. Nice move by Drake Young. He banks it home. He's got 19. Basket counts, and he'll shoot the free throw. He has made a living from the free throw line, and he has his 20th point. 24 seconds left to go. The 19-point Salem Tiger lead as Merrill brings it down. Gives it off to May. Outside it goes to Dooley for the three. It's short. Brought down by Drake Young. 10 seconds left. He wants one more crack at it. Drake at the free throw line, guarded by May. Jump shot is up. No good. Brought down by Trevor Dooley with 2 seconds to go. That's it. Salem Tigers come to Dixon, and they sweep it. 3 of the JV and the 9th grade winning tonight. 42-37, the 9th grade win it. JV win it 52-35, and the varsity win it 67-48. A good night for the Salem Tigers here in Dixon, Missouri. We'll come back in 3 minutes with stats from this one. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Hi, Carrie Patton here from Town & Country Bank. We've got all the perks of a national bank, like online banking, quick loan approval, and you can even deposit your check from your phone. That's not why our customers love us, though. They love us because we still offer hometown customer service. Stop by one of our area locations and let our friendly team remind you how special hometown banking can be. Smart, friendly solutions. Town & Country Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Napa Auto Parts Store in Salem is here to get you ready for the colder days ahead. With Roadrunner Ice Melt, a 20-pound bag for $7.29. A Hopkins 35-inch snow brush and scraper for $11.49. Power Service Diesel 911 Fuel Deicer for $9.99 for the 32-ounce size. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem.
If you're a SNAP user, Country Mart in Salem is doubling your food dollars. This is how it works. Buy fresh vegetables and fruit with your SNAP EBT card, and you earn an immediate 50% off the total amount of fruits and vegetables you purchase, up to $25 per day. Before you pay, please let your Country Mart cashier know that you would like to get the double-up discount. For more information, visit tcmarkets.com, DUFB, Country Mart, Highway 3272 East in Salem.
The Bank of Salem is part of the MoneyPass ATM network. MoneyPass has nearly 23,000 ATMs coast to coast, and the network continues to grow. MoneyPass ATM is surcharge-free, so you won't worry about paying a fee to access your money. Regardless of where you live, work, or travel, you're sure to find a MoneyPass ATM nearby. Just look for the MoneyPass logo and use your existing Bank of Salem ATM or debit card. It's that easy, and it's all part of our commitment to providing you with superb products and services. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Town Screen is popping up all over Salem with over 17 display screens in numerous locations. Town Screen is a community network for everything local, not just businesses, but for everyday use, like a Help Wanted ad, selling your truck, for those having a yard sale, or if your group is holding an upcoming event. The townscreen.com site is a self-serve platform that's low cost, easy, and fast, where you post a message today and you see it tomorrow. For more information, or if you need help, see Kenny or Ben at 800 South Main Street in the front office of KSMO Media.
Tigers win it 67-48. They go 1-0 on the year. And, boy, it's a very entertaining game. First half especially. Tigers were flying. Came out a little bit slow in the second half. And maybe the up and down play might have gotten to them a little bit later on. But they still won it going away 67-48. A 13-point lead at halftime. But I'll tell you what, the defense was outstanding early on. A little bit too many fouls in that second half, and I'm sure Coach Patterson doesn't like some of the turnovers and too many of those at 18, but every coach will tell you that no matter what. And good, though, a game all the way around for the Salem Tigers. Good distribution of the ball, way to find the guy open, and they did a really good job of defending, and I thought their defense was absolutely fantastic. Drake Young was able to get 20 points, but of those 20 that he got, 12 of them were from the free throw line. So can't do much about that, but he did try to drive the basket. He drew fouls, and got to give a lot of credit to that young man, that senior. He's going to lead this Dixon team, and they could go somewhere. They've got some talent on this team, but that McBride boy can get going. He finished with 8 points tonight. He's got the size. He's just not confident out there yet, and I think he'll get there. For the Salem Tigers' leading scorer tonight, Gunnar Conkle, he was hitting from everywhere except the free throw line, where he was actually 50% on the night. Normally, Gunner's about an 80% free throw shooter, 50% tonight. He was 4 of 8 from the stripes, finished with 29 points and 4 rebounds. Had an outstanding night. Bryson May, 13 points at halftime. He actually was the leading scorer at halftime, and he ended up with 20 points on the game. Took a little bit of a spill trying to drive the basket. It fell on his hip. I don't know if that affected him later on, but he didn't play much in the third quarter, came out and gave a little bit more time in the fourth quarter. Finished with 20 on the night, still not a bad night. And then Caden Gately thought he played an outstanding effort. 10 rebounds, 11 points, a double-double for Gately tonight. And even though he fouled out with 3:12 left to go, he played an outstanding game for the Salem Tigers. Tigers also got contributions from Traden Richter with 4 points. Colin Merrill, better known as Henry, got 3. And the Tigers were able to win this game handily over Dixon, 19-point lead and a win for Salem Tigers. Besides the 20 points for Drake Young and the 8 points for Thomas McBride, contributions by Dixon were Maverick Yoakum with 7, 5 for Drew Young, 4 points for Camden Burns, 3 for Case Sinden, and 1 point for Roston Martin. The leading rebounder for the Salem Tigers was Gately with 10. Sanders had 9, 4 for Conkle, 3 for Richter, 2 for Merrill, 2 for Bryson May, 1 each for Trevor Dooley and Caden DuBois. For Dixon, leading rebounder was Thomas McBride with 6, 5 for Drew Young, 4 for Drake Young, 3 for Case Sinden, 2 for Roston Martin, and 2 for Maverick Yoakum in the contest for Dixon. Dixon 16 of 27 from the free throw line. Salem 10 of 14. Tigers did out-rebound Dixon in this game. Tigers, I mentioned, had a strong rebounding game. Finished the night with 31 rebounds to 26 for Dixon in the contest. So good all-around effort by the Salem Tigers in this one on the varsity side, on the freshman side, and on the JP side, as they won all 3 tonight here at Dixon by scores of 42-37 for the ninth graders, 52-35 for the JV, and the varsity 67-48. We'll come back in 1 minute to get you up to date on other activities on the weekend on KSMO. When we return, this is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media.
Did you know that hand washing was the single most effective way to stay healthy? This is Deborah Hobson, Director of Infection Prevention, Employee Health and Education. Many diseases and conditions are spread by not washing hands with soap and clean running water. Germs can get into the body through the eyes, nose, and mouth. If you have any questions regarding proper hand washing techniques or infection prevention, give me a call at 729-6626, Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMORadio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free!
Well, welcome back to Dixon High School. Stan Stevens with you here as Salem wins it 67-48 and start the season out heck of a lot better than last year, and they played a very, very different style of basketball. I want to thank Coach Patterson and Coach McLaurin and Jerry Atkins, all the guys over there did a great job tonight and all the effort they put in. But I really want to thank the kids for really getting out there and with a good attitude and really having a lot of fun tonight, as well as playing some good hard basketball. Coming up tomorrow on KSMO Radio, we do not have Missouri Tiger football. They play New Mexico State tomorrow night, 6:30. Instead, we have Blues hockey. They'll take on the Anaheim Ducks. 6:30 pregame show, 7 o'clock game time. That'll be on KSMO. On Sunday, Missouri basketball versus Mississippi Valley State, and we'll have that contest at 6 o'clock. Because of that, CT40 will be heard at 1 o'clock Sunday afternoon here on KSMO Radio. Our next local game will be Tuesday night at the Salem High School gym. It's the Cat Classic, sponsored by Town and Country Bank, and it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a JV girls game at 4, a JV boys game at 5:15. Those games will be video streamed on KSMO Media. The girls varsity game will be somewhere around 6:30. And the boys varsity boys game will be at around 8 o'clock. Those games will be broadcast on KSMO AM 1340, FM 95.7, and video streamed on KSMO Media. So a full day of basketball come Tuesday starting at 4 o'clock here on KSMO Media. And we hope you'll join us for that. Again, we'll stream those games video only, no audio on the JV games at 4 and about 5:30. The varsity girls and the varsity boys game will be both full broadcasts, AM, FM, and video streaming with audio on all KSMO media channels. So lots of good stuff coming up, and we hope that all of you listening in have a fantastic weekend as we get ready for Thanksgiving. Remember, next week there is no school. It's a Thanksgiving off week for school, so the kids have no school at all next week. So if you're going to be heading out for the Thanksgiving holiday, thanks for joining us, and we hope you and yours have a happy Thanksgiving. But otherwise, we'll talk to you come Tuesday night from the Salem High School gym. For Jim back at the station, my name is Dan Stevens. Thanks for joining us for Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media. Have yourselves a great weekend. Good night from the Dixon High School gym.
This has been Salem Tiger Basketball on KSMO, brought to you by K&H Auto Supply, Town and Country Bank, the Salem Memorial Hospital, SMDH Family Medicine, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Auto Supply, Progressive Ozark Bank, Your World Today, Town Screen, Town and Country Insurance, the City of Salem, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Duncan Family Chiropractic Center, Edward Jones, Jadwin and Smith Auto Body, State Farm Insurance, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Salem Trust, Cuddy's Well Service, Enrichment Services. Join us next time for Salem Tiger Basketball on KSMO, 1340 AM, 95.7 FM, or watch the game at KSMOradio.com or from the KSMO stream page on Facebook. Hear the best music every day. KSMO, Salem.
Hit it.